You ever hear words so sharp they don't just cut you, they erase you? That night, across a quiet dinner table, the woman I loved leaned back, looked me dead in the eye, and whispered, "Sometimes I wish you'd just vanish." And in that moment, I didn't shatter. I dissolved. I didn't argue, didn't beg. I just stood up, placed my keys on the counter, and walked away from the life I had bled myself dry to build. No yelling, no slammed doors, just silence. The kind of silence that swallows a man whole. For 10 years, I was the guy who sacrificed everything. Overtime shifts, broken promises to myself, all so she could smile. But smiles fade. Hers did. First came the pauses, the cold stares, the weight of being unwanted without a word spoken. That night, her sentence was the nail in a coffin I'd been building plank by plank. So I vanished. Just like she said. Not across the street. Not across town. 3 states away. I left my name behind like a discarded coat and chose another, Elias. A man nobody knew. A man with no history. I found work with my hands again. Carving wood, shaping life out of cedar and oak. Something I once loved, something I buried because she thought it was beneath me. But in a small town where no one asked questions, I breathed again. Years passed. I built a cabin near the tree line, modest, quiet, a place where every creak in the floor reminded me it was mine. Neighbors came to respect me, not for being someone's husband, not for holding a marriage together with duct tape and lies, but for my craft, my steady hands, my silence. 7 years rolled by. 7 years without her name in my mouth. 7 years convincing myself she didn't matter. Until the day she walked through my workshop door. She was older, dressed in wealth that didn't hide the exhaustion in her face. Her eyes scanned the room until they locked on me and froze. "Daniel," she whispered. My old name, a ghost dragged back from the grave. I hadn't heard it spoken in almost a decade. Her body crumbled. Tears, not soft, but violent, racking sobs that shook the floor. She collapsed at my feet, clutching the boards like the earth itself would swallow her. "I searched for you. I thought you were dead. I ruined myself chasing shadows of you." Her words spilled like broken glass. I didn't mean it. That night, I was angry, bitter. I never thought you'd truly leave. I stood still, arms folded, heart pounding but face carved from stone. And finally, I spoke. But I did. And I didn't come back. She begged. "Please, just hear me. Let me fix this. Let me try." But her pain wasn't mine anymore. I had carried it long enough, through cheap motel rooms, lonely highways, the stillness of forest trails. I had already bled out. She was just now beginning. Finally, she asked me the one question I knew was coming. "Do you hate me?" I paused, looked at her, and told the truth. "No, I just don't feel anything anymore." Her shoulders collapsed under the weight of those words. She nodded once, hollow, and walked out. The same way I once had. Only this time, she was the ghost. The door clicked shut, and without a second thought, I turned back to my bench, lifted my chisel, and pressed it into the wood. Because sometimes disappearing isn't running away. Sometimes it's the only way to survive.